And how do you pronounce your last name?
Maciel.
Maciel. Court is calling 2023 CR 5382A, State of Texas versus Elizabeth Teresa Maciel. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
defense?
Rolando Wade for the defense.
And are you Elizabeth Maciel?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Maciel, I'm going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Ms. Maciel, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, is there an application in this case?
There is not, Your Honor.
There was initially, Judge, we changed it to no app today, Judge.
All right, did you understand you're charged with the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility
Yes,
and up to $10,000 fine.
yes, ma'am.
All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. With regards to this 1.5 years, what is that about?
I believe it's a year and a half, so 18 months.
Probably using the wrong terminology. Sorry about that, Judge.
Okay, and how much time does she have in?
11 days.
Okay. So why are you stealing?
I stole because I was in foster care when I was little. I never really had nothing, so when my kids asked me for something.
No, because let me just tell you, how old are you? 27? Did you say 27?
Yes, ma'am.
At some point, the choices you make are choices of your own making. You can't continue to blame the fact that you were in foster care on you continuing to steal. So again, we're back to the point, why are you stealing? And this is not, oh, my children asked me for something, so I've given this to them. Because again, this is the case where you took a child into Target to steal for you. And you were bringing a child into your criminal organization. So why are you having a child help you steal?
I didn't have the child help me steal.
No, you did, because the 5-year-old was pushing the cart with items in it. You were not pushing the cart. You had a 5-year-old, according to this police report, you were walking in front of the shopping cart. That 5-year-old was pushing a cart that you and your friends had loaded items with past the points of sale. That's what it says here. A child was pushing the cart. You were not pushing a cart. You knew you didn't pay for the items. Why are you having a 5-year-old steal items for you and push the cart?
My mom told me to.
You just said you were in foster care. So who's your mother?
Oh, somebody else.
All right. So why are you hanging around with a mother who is telling you to steal and get in a 5-year-old to steal?
I'm
sorry?
I don't know.
How can you not know?
For the record, Judge, the mother was a co-defendant in this case, and she has already pled to this as well. Is that correct, State?
Yeah, yes, Judge. She received 1 year, Judge.
Okay. Yes, I know I remember this case. So again, why are you involving children in theft?
I wouldn't involve my children now. It says that on the report, but it's not.
It's not your child?
That's not my child.
All right. So what you did then was you took an innocent child, somebody else's child, and you're involving them in theft.
I went with my mom to Target, just her child. And we
So
proceeded
with your mother's child, and y'all proceeded to commit a theft and involve the child in your criminal enterprise. So when are you going to stop stealing? Are you just planning on spending the rest of your life in and out of facilities because you had a bad childhood?
No, ma'am.
At some point, every tub got to sit on its own bottom. At some point, when you're an adult, it's no longer your parents' fault. Even if you had a horrible parent, it's no longer their fault. At some point, your decisions are decisions of your own making. And this 5-year-old, y'all involved in your criminal enterprise, guess what? When he becomes an adult, and if he were to start stealing at some point, he can't blame it on the mother who was a horrible mom and the sister who's a horrible sister who's getting him to commit crimes. And if you were in foster care, as you say you were, then that means that your mother was not a good parent, because otherwise you would not have been in foster care, and you probably shouldn't be hanging around with her. And if you're going to hang around with her, you should probably be being a positive influence on your siblings' lives instead of teaching them how to steal from Target. People don't like when people steal. And anything could have went south with you all stealing. Sometimes people get shot when they steal. And so because of you and your mother, a 5-year-old and the other children had to sit in a car and wait for somebody to come pick them up. And I'm sure they were sitting in the police car behind the cage window. And then everybody will be acting, oh, I can't believe the police officers put a 5-year-old in the car. When really what they should be saying, I can't believe an adult would involve a 5-year-old in criminal enterprise. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 704510. Take in consideration 812048, JN number 2127815, 720359. There's to be no contact with any target in the United States of America, overseas, or anywhere. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be restitution and no contact with Patricia Esparza. And is there anything else with regards to sentencing? Going to show you what the title trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Did you review that with
Yes.
your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to go off the record. Here's the thing. Child Protective Services is in your life. You're old enough to know why they took you from your mom. And the fact that your mom is taking you on this criminal enterprise says she's not a good parent. She's not a good parent to you, so you probably shouldn't be hanging around with her. She's not a good parent to your siblings. So if you're going to be hanging around with your mom, it should only be for you to keep an eye on your siblings so they won't grow up to think stealing is a good job and it's an occupation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go CR 2434, State of Texas versus Daniel Fretwell. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state.
Defense? Are you Daniel Fretwell? Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Fretwell, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Fretwell, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yeah.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams? That's a 3rd-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yeah.
States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Does anyone know? Because from what I read in the police report, it says that the vehicle was stolen.
I'm still charged. He has been making payments on
I
it.
was buying it, but I didn't know it was stolen. I was making
And so
payments.
they never went further on
Okay.
it.
All right. Anything you wish to say, Mr. Fretwell?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Fred, well, it appears that you have a drug problem. So if you want, I can refer you to the therapeutic community. It does not increase the length of time that you are in prison, but they may be able to help you with your drug issue.
Your Honor, Mr. Fretwell, yes, he does have a drug problem. He picked up a case pending this one
Mhm.
in Williamson County. He's already been sentenced to 3 years on that. He was in TDC and brought back to handle this case.
Okay.
So he's already been,
I've been in there
There-
for 8 months. So
and so we believe he is getting some treatment and he's looking.
Are
at
you receiving
parole.
treatment at the prison?
yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'll put therapeutic community. I want this case to stop you from getting treatment. Court will find you guilty, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, and the court will recommend the therapeutic community. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you, Mr. Fretwell?
52,
All right, how long you been using?
a long time.
All right, so here's the thing. You are going to have to make sure that you stop using. I read in the police report, you were talking about your mom. Is your mom still alive? All right, and I'm sure your mom loves you, right? Stop breaking her heart. So when you go to the prison, you're saying that they're already giving you treatment there, continue with it. Be actively participating, internalize it. When you are released from prison, I know people are excited because they're released. You're probably going to run to your mom, tell her how sorry you are, and it's never going to happen again. You got to remember prison. You got to remember your treatment. And the first thing you need to do when you get out of prison is go to an NA or AA meeting and keep it up. And if somebody tries to dissuade you from going, and by that, I mean, if you have a scheduled standing appointment with AA and they say, well, let's just stop and have lunch. You can do AA tomorrow. You can do it this afternoon. That person, you got to cut them loose, because everybody from here on out who's in your life, when you tell them you have an AA or NA meeting, and if it's at noon or 8 a.m. every day, that person should be saying, oh, do you need a ride to your class? Not, let's just stop and have breakfast. You can go late, because that causes you to backslide. The last thing you want to be is the person in Bexar County and somebody's trying to identify your body, and then they tell your mom that you passed. You understand? Last time you use could be the last time you use. All right, good luck to you.